Okay, let's see if we got anything going here. Yes, we do. Alright, make sure all the cameras are live. I'm actually picking something up so we have something to stream. Alright. Alright, so we have something going right now. Everything's got an input. If it works. This is camera 2. Go to camera 1. Alright. Camera 3. Camera 4. And then I have camera 4 off. Okay, there's a reason for that. Let's see if we can turn camera 4 back on. Alright, so we get camera 4. We'll turn all this stuff on like it was. This is filled up. Let's lock those all in place. I'm feeling it's going to be rough. Still. Okay, we'll switch cameras. That works. That works. So we're still live. So come over here. Alright. Those are the winners, by the way. Everybody's on now. And number 6. We're not getting a number 6. Okay, maybe we're having problems again. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we are having problems. So we lost our webcam again. Okay, it took a while for it to switch over. Okay, this is what's supposed to be on 6. Alright. Alright, so that's working now, temporarily. It's still a little rough, but it is working. There are settings I can change. If I can get into settings. Okay, there it goes. We have advanced. Video, let's see, I don't think I can change anything on streaming. Okay, there's one thing. Okay, process priority, we're going to put that as high. Okay, because this is not a high-performing computer necessarily. Even though there's not much else going on, it might actually help it a little bit. Render, we'll get it there. Oh, color file, we're not going to change anything there. I've been watching videos on how to make this look better. Stream delay, and hopefully. Okay. Network came. Yes, that's working. Alright. Never disable hotkeys. Yeah. Okay. I think I've got everything set now where it should be. The only thing I'm concerned with is not color format. Okay, let's go into video. That's something that, since we're just doing a kind of a, doesn't have to be a high resolution video, it does not have to be HD for this. I'll just leave it alone. It's set to 1920 by 1080, which is HD, which is fine. Alright. Some things I can't change while it's streaming. Okay. Alright, so let's see anything else here. I don't think there's anything that's going to be... I'm just checking all the settings. I did change one thing. And that was to make sure this was high priority, not normal. Normal priority. Okay. Alright, so that looks good. Right now, audio is going from one of the webcams. See, I don't know which one webcam, 1 or 2. Not sure which one it says on. Well, it doesn't really say. I can't rename it. Output. Video bit rate 1000 kbps. Or 10,000 rather. We can actually reduce that. Okay, we don't really have to. Now, there's something, well, I think that one. Yeah, it's 264 QSC video encoder, and that's going to that doesn't be changed. Encoder presets. Probably should change that to speed. I don't want to change any custom setting without leaving it out. Audio encoder, that's fine. It's default. Okay. Alright. Streaming, I don't think I've messed with that. Anything on there? No. Appearance. I don't care about that. General. Okay. Alright, looks good so far. It's looking. Alright, so that should do. Now, the question is, what happens? It's all okay. Now I'm going to project it to the external monitor, which I have sitting. Let's see. Which one is it's on right now? So we can know. Okay, this one. Yeah, I have it sitting right here. So, by going to go over here, I don't think I can see that right here. We right click, we tell it open preview projector, and we tell it this is monitor, boom, and now we've got that is a preview projector. That's the other monitor, which is pretty cool. Now here's where it messes up. This is where it was messing. Alright, so let's try switching cameras. It's not great. Okay. I could put a little light on my face if I want to. Let's see. A little bounce light here. Alright. Over here. Yeah, it's not great, but it's not as bad as it was. We can just keep going. And there's all 4 cameras up and running. Alright. No, now it's not going. Okay. Yeah, we lumped up again. Yeah, that's just doing the same thing. That's what happens when I project it. Interesting. I think that this computer just is not up to the task. I do have another one that will handle 3 webcams at the same time. It's a Core i5 11th generation. Or I can use this one right here. Oh, you can't really see it. That's a Core i5 10th generation with 32 gigs of RAM. And it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got an M.2 SSD. In fact, I can handle 2 of them. And I also put a, I think, what I do, I put a mechanical drive in. Okay. Error YouTube is not receiving enough. Yeah, well, I did this on purpose. I connected it to 2.4 gigahertz connection, so it'd be a little bit slower. So it probably is doing some strange stuff right now. I still can't change the can't change the cameras. Now if I minimize the screen, the main screen, and eventually it will minimize, and then go back up. Maybe. Well, eventually it will. Here's what I'm looking at right now on this screen. I can't even change screens now. It's just everything is down here. This is all locked up. So we may be bringing another computer next year. At least that's what it seems like we need to do. Eventually, probably we'll do something. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, finally. Now it's doing all kinds of stuff. It's catching up. I minimize that screen, it all catches up, and I can bring it back, and I'll have control over it for maybe once. Now, see, now I get this. Let's see if I can do something else. So this is what happened last time. Yeah, see, this is it's just not showing the right thing. This is the projector preview, which is right there. Let me turn this right off. Alexa, turn off studio lights. Okay. Yeah, this is the projector preview. That's what's up here. This one back. See how we get the white screen. It's telling me, nope, can't do it. And this is telling me over here that YouTube isn't getting enough information to keep a live stream going properly. Now we just wait for this. Eventually it'll change back to the right color. It just, yeah, it's not working very well. See how long it takes. I think it'll take a while. Go to sleep. Am I going to get a mouse? Let's see, there's a mouse right there. I'm just going to click on it just to make sure. Yeah, see, it's, I'll have to do a lot of, oh, we're actually getting views, so sorry guys. This is just a test to make this thing work. See what went wrong with it during the Hamfest. And, yeah, we're definitely experiencing problems with it. So I've got all 4 cameras going right now. And that's causing an issue. And my guess is if I stop doing the second monitor, it probably will work. And I'm going to try that in just a moment here. If it'll let me. If I can close that screen down, let's see what happens. Okay, so if I turn this one off, I'll turn the whole thing off. Which I probably did. That should be the only one that goes down. You won't even let me do that. Interesting. Yeah, so we're doing some checking to see what's going on with this thing. And right now, this is what happened at the East Central Indiana Hamfest. This is my white screen of death, but it's not really dead. It's just, it's not, the program's not responding. And eventually it will. Or it's supposed to. I can't even do it, open a chat. The only thing I can open a chat on is the phone or the computer I have next to me. there's another computer here that's running right now. All right. Let's take a look. Yeah, see, it's just not giving the control button to me. See if I can minimize this again. All right, see that? I can close the whole thing. I think. No, I didn't. We got something here. There, it's starting to come up. It's still not right. I can't see the, well, switched. I did a switch of some kind, I'm not sure what it did. Well, go ahead and, I probably don't have any control because these little audio meters not, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's not, they're not flipping back and forth here. It says not responding, and a little print up here at the top. So it's still not working, even with removing the projector, we might call it. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do some more research into this, find out what's going on. So there's 1.6% drop frames. It's really not all that bad. I'll take a look at the live stream real quick. Yeah, so it's not responding. Gives me a chance to try and see if there's a solution to this. Besides using, well, I can always transfer it over to another computer, but I really don't want to take an extra piece with me. I want to keep it as lightweight as possible. Alright, so let's take a look at YouTube. Actually, let's see, I can go to email. And I believe it emails me when I start a live stream. Alright, let's try. Let's go over to G County Amateur Radio Club. Now live. Yeah, there it is right there. Go over there. And I can go right here and now I can see it. Okay, apparently that's working. And we got. Okay, alright. We'll say hi, Debbie. See, I couldn't see anything. Have to answer on my phone because the computer is so laggy right now that it isn't working. Or at least the chat isn't working. Period. Alright. So. Alright, it says it's working, it's giving me control. Oh, wait a minute, it's still not responding. So, I'm actually connected on my phone. Debbie, it's going okay. I'm just trying to figure this out, why it performs so poorly, and I think I've got it. I think that that's because the computer is set up to the task. But I'm going to see if there's some other ways I can fix it. And still use this one. Otherwise, as I say, as I mentioned, I'm just talking to myself pretty much when nobody's on there. I've got another computer that's about 6 times as fast. It's got more memory. Yeah, see, now it's starting to show me little bouncy meters. And just here for the fun. Yeah, to help you out. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, you can see now let's see what I'm going to do is I want to switch over to the laptop cam, and I tell it to do that, and nothing happens. I have hotkeys set up that it's supposed to switch over. Hit number 4, it turns on the laptop cam. Yeah, really bad echo. Yeah, that's kind of normal because it's hearing my phone. Yeah, it's hearing my phone. I can turn the phone down a little bit. Now it's okay. I think it's finally switched over. Maybe. Maybe. Alexa? No, never mind. Don't do that. Okay, let me turn this one light on here. Yeah, it's got me. There. I don't have much light on in here right now. Let's see here. What is 50 XP? I wonder what that is. 50 XP. I'm wondering about all these little number 1 with the crown thing. I mean, do you know what that is? I really don't know what it is. So you're with me right now, and see now the computer's working okay. I'm afraid that if I touch it, it won't work. Yeah, so it's, so we have a little crown with number 1. Yeah, I'm somewhere in here. I'm going to turn another light on. These are my desk lights. Give me a little more light. Oh, it doesn't do much. This one over here. There. I'm still in the shadows. In my ham shack, I actually have a big ring light. I have 3 ring lights in there and some other lights. Yeah, this is not actually an official stream. It's a test. So it's, just trying to troubleshoot this thing. And I think I'm going to have to switch computers. And I just hate to see what I have here. Well, of course, I got all these cords wound up. But the other one is like right here. I don't know if I can't show that to you that way. Now, if I do this is number 3, camera number 3. All right, so there is. All right. There, that one right there. Now, that's not as big as it looks, but it's fairly lightweight, but it's a little more powerful than this one. It's not hooked up to anything right now. I spent a lot of money on that, getting it updated, and now it just sits there. I have a Core i5 computer back here somewhere. There, right there, and then the monitor sitting there. I got too much stuff in here. This is my studio. There's a microphone, and there's a mixer back over there somewhere. And I just emptied out the laptop case and just finished everything up. So we have three people. Well, one of the people watching is me. So this is where we are, and it's an issue, but I've got a whole year figured out. Oh, it's switched over to the camera's mic. Camera's mic, I believe. Sounds a little different. Is this one coming? This is. I don't know. Yeah, apparently that's where it's coming from. But that's not the, yeah, it's we got the laptop and my console working. I don't use these other mics or stuff like that. So up here, it's out of the way. But this place is electronics junkie paradise. Oh, Mike, how you doing? I didn't expect anybody to be here. I'm doing a test to see if I can make this computer work better. It partially works, but this was for the ECI Hamfest, and I was having all kinds of trouble with it. Yeah, it's nice tour. Now this is not the ham shack. This is a whole other room. This is a studio. Well, it's still got radios in it. It wasn't intentional, but that's what I did. I have 3 computers in it, and there's just so much stuff. I've got a computer that's disassembled, waiting to be thrown away. So got a pile of junk over here. Alexa, I'll give you a tour. Alexa, turn on studio lights. Yeah, let's see here. Now this one, the cord is like, I got the cord all wound up. Let's see if I can switch back over to that camera. That's number 3. So that's where the cord is, right there. All I can do is turn it. But this is actually where I actually do stuff. And you can't tell because I have a computer I took apart. And I parted it out and it's ready to be tossed. Mostly, I think the actual circuit board is gone. So this is, I don't remember why. I think this one needed a new motherboard, and this one was not worth it. I don't remember what it was, but it was an old one. It was an old one. I'm thinking it was like 2011 or something like that. So I poured it out, put parts in my junk drawer, or junk bins, and that's what I do. What, no hat? No, this is not the ham shack. This is the studio. You know what I do have? I have a cup. Hey, look at this. There's a cup. Hey, I got that. I don't have a coffee maker in here. What does that got on it? What does it say? It says, whatever it says. Marlboro Unlimited. Okay, that was given to me. I don't smoke. So I kind of like the cup though. It hasn't been drunk out of it in a long time. But yeah, I have pieces and parts and all kinds of stuff over here. I do a lot of work, computer work and stuff like that. So that's what I got. We'll bring it back over here. Part of it's working. It's kind of working. As long as I don't tell it to do anything, that's the problem. No jam shack. Oh, no, it's not a jam shack. It's not a ham shack either. I understand that. It is a multi-purpose room. I also have, let's see, I'll switch it back over to this. Which camera? I don't have anything that has a long cord on it. Okay. Yeah, this is like junk. There's a keyboard back there, right there. And then this is a kind of a background, a backdrop. I put it here. It really needs to go somewhere else because this is in the way. And it was what I used to use before I actually got a real, what do they call it, chroma key backdrop. I don't know. There's a couple of guitars in here. I don't play any of them. I've been meaning to, but yeah, you know how it goes. Best laid plans. We switch this or change this camera a little bit. But I have to keep changing. There we go. All right. Hey Google. I got both of them. Turn off studio lights. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is definitely a multi-purpose room. I've got stuff in here, batteries, and oh gosh. It's well, except for this computer that's sitting here, it can actually be kind of clean over here. It's just, and then I've got this. Somebody gave it to me. What is this thing? It's a computer, some kind of little thing that's supposed to, I don't know. I was given it to me and I just said, okay, I'll keep it. I don't even know what it is. Yokai Watch. What? I don't know. Must have come with a watch or something, I have no idea. But anyway, normally it goes on top of something, you know, like a monitor, but it doesn't actually, it just falls over. I'll probably end up giving it away. It's silly. There. It's up where it needs to be until I move that computer. There, okay. So yeah, there's more stuff up here on the shelf. All kinds of stuff. Everybody needs a radio. I mean, an FM radio. We need that. Anyway, so this is what I do. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take off right here. What time is it right now? It's 6:49. Yeah. I'm to the point where I think that, let's see what else is out there right now. Let me just go ahead and keep this recording for the live stream. I don't know why. It's not very exciting here. We'll switch it back over and see what happens. Boom. See, that time it worked. Now if I switch the external monitor on, see what happens. I think that locks it all up. So we tell it, let's see if we're, I'm going to switch it back over here. Okay. So I can't turn these because it's too short. There. Alright, so if I do one of these little things right here, alright, right click on it, brings up Open Preview Projector, and that is the ASUS V5228. If I do that, and then this one comes live, that one back there, so I can see what you guys are seeing, and then the whole thing just crashes and burns. That's what it's been doing. I changed some settings on it to see if that would help, but on the computer that is, and I'm just not thinking it's going to do much. So we'll bring it back over here, number 4. There we go. That's number 4. And number 1. And I think if I do this enough, it's going to just crash. So here, encoding overloaded. Oh, there we go. Consider running down video settings or using faster encoding presets. I think I got the fastest one it has. Okay. So that's telling me what's going on. I've never seen that message come up. It shows it on the screen. So you're saying this? I have these cameras just pointing in random directions. And if I bring it over here, yeah. Okay, now it's acting normally. Bring it back here. I'm just going to do a little. Oh, see now it won't switch. Now I've done it. Back the way it was, it'll be a while before I can switch it. I can't even stop the stream at this point. So we'll hit number 4, which will bring us to the laptop cam when it does. If it does. I don't know. I just don't know. Bill. Okay. Hey, but it does show that we have 4 people watching. There, just switched over. Wait a minute. I'm not seeing that over here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I see. I'm like stream is actually way behind live. But I don't know. I don't get it. I'm watching it, see when it catches up. Okay, guys, so I think I'm going to call this a night, and we will try to figure this out. So, yeah, it hasn't switched here. I told it to go to the laptop camera, and I did that about a minute ago. And it hasn't done it. So I think that this computer is probably going to have to be retired. It just isn't up to that task. And I've got another. I got an 11th generation Core i5 10, and then I have 11th generation laptop. I guess maybe, well, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this is the problem, and some of those, like a Core i7 is going to run about $700 or $800 for a minimum that I would need. That would be a lot. A lot of money. I'm just a poor guy. I buy these $20 HDs and that makes me look rich. Yeah, so, yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Says I got 4, well, I don't know how up to date. It says, I don't know, we got 4 or 5 people watching, I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm looking also on the phone. That's the one thing I can see. And there's Gary. Debbie, you have a good one. And so we're not officially, okay, you take care, Mike. You have a fun one over there in the middle of the country. And Gary is in North Carolina, of course. He's in one of my old stomping grounds for about, well, I actually lived in Spring Lake in Rockingham, North Carolina. I did that in 1997. I had a BBS. This is before they had internet out there. It was a Fido BBS, and Fido was the old internet, you might say. And that was pretty good. It was still hot over there. And it is, I don't have the thermometer here. Let's see. I actually do have weight to tell. Let's see if I get into the right thing, which I'm not. My phone will tell. No, it's not telling me that way. There we go. Alright, 79 degrees right. 79? Must be raining. Huh. Oh well, that's good. That's good. Alright. Yeah, I got my house painter came over, and he was here this morning, and kind of a nice day, a nice morning, and he got, I'd say, probably about a quarter of the house paint, at least of the siding. So he worked on the vinyl siding and the cement. We have cement tiles, so it's about a third cement tiles and about 2/3 vinyl siding, and it looks nice. But he hasn't done the trim yet, so I'm going to take a picture of that when he's done. New Bern, North Carolina. Let me tell you, Debbie, hottest place I've ever been. Well, it was a little hotter than that probably. Now, what they said back in 1992 in Phoenix, they said it was 122 degrees, and I was there, and the actual temperature where I was 128. It was 128 because that was accurate. It seemed to be. The bank's thermometer, that's what it said. I didn't have a thermometer that went up that high. Yeah, okay, Gary, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see what you said here, but let's see, I can't move that over. I can't see what you said. Oh, how can you get a cheap antenna mast holder? Okay. I'll tell you, Gary, you can cheat. Boy, can you cheat. Depends on what you're doing. My biggest antenna, which is up 39 feet, is being held onto the fascia of the house by several plumber's tape. It's plumber's tape, and I'm using lag bolts to hold that in. So it's this metal tape that has holes in it, and it is strong. You know, if you have to put like 4 lag bolts to it and make sure it's going in something solid. But then I did that both on my house, and I also have another one up on the shed, and it's being held in the same way. Now, what I did on the bottom was I put this great big spike thing in the ground, and I put the mast over the top of that. And the way I have it held down is that I have the the plumber's tape is actually under tension from the lag bolts, and it's been up there for almost 10 years, and it's gone through some 80-mile-an-hour winds, and it hasn't moved. So that is about the cheapest. The record was 150. Oh my god! Oh my god! You know the bad part about being in the 122 or 128 I was in was that I had a black car. Man, I got that black car cheap, and the black car was 185. I did have a thermometer in that road. It was almost, it went to 200. I think it went to 200, and it was at 185. And of course, that's that's going to happen. They said you can fry an egg in there. Well, you can't. I guess if it was in there long enough, it would eventually cook, but it would take a while. But they said cook an egg on the sidewalk. Well, that is possible, but it takes a long time. Yeah. But that was my hottest. And as I said, I lived in Phoenix for 24 years, and you got a lot of 117s, 118s. You saw it a lot. Very rarely did you go to over 118. But typical was right around 115. You'd see that 114, but humidity 9%. So you get in the shade, it'd feel better. Drink, depends on what you're drinking, but I drank iced tea, Crystal Light stuff. Not the sweetened stuff, but the Crystal Light stuff. And one time I remember I was working in my van, and I had a big old E350 van. I was changing out the water pump. It was 115 outside. And I was in the shade tree mechanic. Screwed it up. I somehow got it off of a hole. The thing fit perfectly except for one. There was 19 bolts. I believe it was 19, and I could only get 18, and there was no hole for the other one. So apparently it had to return just a little bit. It's really weird. I drove it leaking water to the mobile station, and they had a at that time they had a garage there, and they fixed it for me for I don't know $100 or something like that. They pulled it off, replaced the gasket, redid it, and it was fine for as long as I had it, which is another 10, 12 years, something like that. Maybe longer, I don't know. But as long as I had it, it was fine. But see, my camera's not switching. I want to switch over here. Let's see, is it going to go? Nope, it won't switch. So this definitely isn't working. I'm trying to switch to the laptop camera, but it isn't doing it. Now, if I minimize this, if it'll minimize, okay, now it'll do all kinds of stuff. There we go. And then bring it back, and see, now it's another camera. Figure that one out. There, okay. I don't get it. So, anyway. Alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here and I will, yeah, whatever mic I'm using is sure sensitive. So I'm going to go downstairs and watch. Oh, no, I'm not going to watch TV. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got 3.5 hours of sleep last night, as usual. No, I had Peter coming over this morning, and they do Humana does, since I'm on this PPO thing or whatever it's called. Once a year they want to do like an in-house visit, see if you're going to live or die, and they did that. So that was just one of those things that got me up early, but I shouldn't have been going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. But anyway, all right. I am going to get out of here, and I'll say 73 to everyone, and I still got a voice left. So I hope, Gary, that my answer on that, what you mentioned with the plumber's tape, will be helpful, because that actually does work. And it's stainless steel. You get the stainless steel stuff, so it doesn't rust. And stainless steel lag bolts. So those two things. And you have to use washers to make sure, not too big a washer, but make sure that you don't tear it up as you're screwing it into the wood, or whatever it is you have. And but that's one idea. That's what I did. So, and I've done it more times than this. So, all right, we will catch you guys later. Probably on the live stream on Tuesday, unless I get back on here and come up with a solution of switch computers. I got to set it all up again, but that's not really that hard. So, all right. So, take care, guys, and I will catch you on here next time. All right. Bye-bye. I don't know where the mouse pointer is. Oh, it's on the other screen. Okay. Stop screaming! Ah!